Have you ever experienced that unsettling feeling in your stomach when you know you need to talk to someone about something important, but just can't bring yourself to do it? Or perhaps you've witnessed a small misunderstanding escalate into a major conflict, damaging relationships and causing endless stress? You're not alone. Many essential connections are lost, and unnecessary pain is endured, simply because we avoid difficult conversations. Research shows that 85% of workplace failures and broken relationships stem from one thing: the avoidance of tough discussions. Fortunately, there is a way to transform these uncomfortable moments into opportunities for deeper connection, understanding, and even respect. The good news is that these conversations don't have to be frightening. Instead, they can actually strengthen your relationships. In this video, we'll uncover the secrets to having difficult conversations that resolve misunderstandings and conflicts, whether it's with a friend, a partner, a parent, your boss, or anyone else. Stick around, because by the end, you'll not only have a clear roadmap for tackling these challenges, but I'll also share with you a simple hack to determine if the other person is ready to listen, and a powerful technique to instantly calm any heated discussion. Before we dive deeper, if you find this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to share Raise. Joining our Shine Squad means you'll never miss out on valuable insights to illuminate your journey. So, what kinds of situations demand these tricky talks? Think about it. Friendships. Perhaps a close friend constantly cancels plans at the last minute, leaving you feeling undervalued. Family. A sibling always borrowing your items without asking. Workplace. A colleague might be taking credit for your ideas, or your boss is piling on unrealistic deadlines. Romantic relationships. Your significant other may have a habit of making jokes that hurt your feelings, or maybe unspoken resentments about chores, finances, or even differing future goals can fester and destroy intimacy. In business, it could be that your business partner is making shady deals behind your back. These aren't just minor annoyances, they're cracks in the foundation of your relationships. And if left unaddressed, these small cracks can lead to damage. Why are these conversations so crucial? Well, for starters, they prevent resentment from building up. Unexpressed feelings don't just disappear, they morph into bitterness. Secondly, they foster deeper understanding and empathy. You can't truly understand someone's perspective until you open a dialogue. Thirdly, they strengthen trust and respect. When you show up, willing to address an issue respectfully, you build a stronger bond. As the late Dr. Stephen Covey famously said, most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. These conversations force us to shift that paradigm, and of course, clarity beats assumptions. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. How do you have these conversations? It all starts with preparation. Here are some steps you will need to take to ensure success. Step 1. Identify the problem clearly. Before you even think about talking, get crystal clear on what the specific issue is. Is it a recurring behavior? A single incident? What's the core problem you want to address? Step 2. Prepare your message. Think about what you want to say. What's your desired outcome? Is it an apology, a change in behavior, or simply understanding? Consider the relationship you have with the other person. You'd approach a conversation with your best friend differently than with your boss. With a close relationship, you might be more direct, whereas with a professional one, you'd focus on facts and impact. Step 3. Choose the right time and place. This is vital. Don't ambush someone. Invite them to talk when you both have enough time and are in a private, neutral space, free from distractions. A simple, "Hey, I'd like to chat with you about something when you have a moment. Is now good or later this evening?" can work wonders. Important tips. 1. After you invite them to have the conversation, pay attention to their body language and how they respond, as this can give you clear clues about what to expect. 2. Always choose face-to-face conversations, and whenever it's not possible, try talking over the phone. Avoid discussing sensitive topics over text or email unless absolutely necessary, as tone can be easily misinterpreted. Step 4. Get the right words. Your choice of words is by far the biggest factor that will determine whether or not you get your desired outcome. If you're not so good at flowing well in conversation, then you should think about the words you will say beforehand. Try to own your emotions and be sure not to sound like an accuser. For example, instead of "you always ignore me," try saying, "when you interrupt me during meetings, I feel unheard." Another example, instead of saying something like, "you're so selfish," you might say, "I feel unimportant when you do things like this or that." And then step 5. Understand emotions, yours and theirs. Acknowledge your feelings. Are you angry, hurt, frustrated? And try to anticipate their potential reactions. This isn't about blaming. It's about understanding. Remember, your goal isn't to win an argument, but to find a resolution. The art of the conversation. You've prepared. Now it's time to talk. Start softly. Begin with an I statement, focusing on your feelings and the impact of the situation. Again, not on accusations. "I've been feeling a bit unsettled because of this specific situation" is better than "you made me feel bad." Here's a quick script for you. You can start with this sentence: "I want us to be better as a family, colleagues, partners, or friends, and I think talking this through is a good start." Listen actively. This is perhaps the most critical step. Let them speak without interruption. Don't just wait for your turn. Try to understand their perspective, even if you don't agree. Use mirroring techniques to show that you're listening. This can be achieved by rephrasing something they said, like, "What I'm hearing is that you hate so and so." Or, "So, if I understand correctly, you feel ignored when I do things this way or that way." Stay calm and composed. Our nonverbal cues speak volumes. Maintain open body language, uncrossed arms, eye contact, but not staring. Take slow, deep breaths if you feel yourself getting heated. Sometimes, a well-timed pause allows you both to process what's been said and can de-escalate tension. This is that instant calming technique I mentioned earlier. Taking 3 slow, deep breaths before responding can change the entire trajectory of a difficult conversation. Focus on the issue, not the person. Attack the problem, not the individual. Avoid personal attacks, name-calling, or bringing up past unrelated grievances. Remember, your goal isn't to win over them, but to win them over. Be flexible. Be open to different solutions. The conversation isn't about proving you're right. It's about finding a path forward that works for both of you. What if things don't go as planned? What if the other person gets defensive, dismissive, or even angry? First, don't react in kind. Take that deep breath. Reiterate your intention. My intention here isn't to argue, but to understand and find a way to move past this. If they're not ready to talk, suggest revisiting the conversation at a later, agreed-upon time. "It seems like this isn't a good time. Can we try again tomorrow at 5 p.m.? If you're truly stuck and the issue is significant, consider inviting a third party to mediate. This could be a trusted mutual friend, an older family member whom both parties respect, a counselor, or a professional mediator. Sometimes, an objective third party can help clarify misunderstandings and guide the conversation toward a resolution. Even religious texts emphasize the importance of reconciliation. For instance, in Matthew 18 verses 15 to 17, the Bible outlines steps for addressing grievances, suggesting that if direct discussion fails, involving one or two others can help facilitate resolution. Similarly, many other spiritual teachings advocate for peaceful resolution and open communication. The Quran 4:35 also suggests getting an arbitrator from his or her people, that is, someone they respect. Also, in Judaism, the Talmud emphasizes the role of a shaliach as a mediator. Here's a fun fact for you. Studies show that couples who argue well are 10 times more likely to stay together than those who avoid conflicts. Why? Because they communicate. Remember, communication isn't about perfection, it's about persistence and a willingness to show up for your relationships. Every difficult conversation you navigate successfully strengthens your ability to connect, empathize, and thrive. Imagine the relief of finally addressing that nagging issue, the peace of mind knowing you've done your part to heal a rift, and the joy of deeper, more authentic connections. There you have it, but don't be quick to leave yet. What's one difficult conversation you've been putting off? Share your thoughts or any tips you have in the comments below. I'd love to learn from you, Radiance. And if you want to illuminate more areas of your life, be sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done that yet. And then check out our other videos right here on Shared Rays. Thank you so much for being part of this community, and we love you all.